Hey guys, so looks like exam season's over, well at least for me, so I'm kind of enjoying the holidays, working a bit at the same time too, and yeah, so I haven't made videos for a while, but yeah, just want to do some Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. So I'm playing Half-Life 2 Deathmatch. It's on my, it's not my new screen, but it's my XB271HU. It's my 165Hz monitor, and it's 1440p, so that's 2560 by 1440 or 2K. And it's an IPS panel. It's got G-Sync and it has a 4 millisecond response time. I mean, yeah, so the gameplay is pretty fun on it. As you can see, the FPS counter in the bottom right hand corner is a constant 162. You might be wondering why it's 162 instead of 165. So I did this on purpose, just so I don't sort of, I mean, people online say put it at 3 FPS below your max refresh rate, just so that it's more consistent and it doesn't, I don't know, but it's fine. 162, 165, it's perfect. Everything's pretty smooth, consistent, and looks pretty sweet. So yeah, I gotta say the gameplay itself is still fun. I mean, I'm not really concentrating right now, I'm just kind of playing. I won the last round, first one to 50 frags. But I do have to say that the difference between an IPS panel and a TN panel is huge. Even if I do have the extra refresh rate, so my previous panel was 144 Hz, I still have it. It's actually, I use it as a second monitor now. Even though it was a 144 Hz and it had technically 21 Hz less than the one I have now. Even if, yeah, it was more responsive, so I was able to sort of compete better with it in first-person shooters. Actually, in any game was much more responsive. That's for sure. So, yes, the difference between 4ms and 1ms is, in my opinion, is very noticeable, especially if you're playing competitive. Most people playing competitive will have a TN panel, especially games like PUBG, CSGO, you know, it's becoming kind of the standard lately. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this monitor as a competitive monitor. I would say if you like to game, pretty much just for pleasure, not for competitiveness, I would recommend it if you're not into the competitive stuff. But if you're into the competitive stuff, let's say like CSGO or any deathmatch game, any first-person shooter, PUBG, I would say you're better off going with investing your money in either a 240 Hz panel or a 144 Hz panel that goes on sale. Honestly, for competitive gaming, stick to TN. They are the fastest responding panels, basically. I mean, you can still play well and have fun on a IPS panel, but that's all it is. It's just fun. It's not necessarily competitive, you know? That's the thing. I feel like on my other monitor I had more precision, you know, and it's not a question of FPS, you know? Like I can run, even though it's 1440p, I can run the game just fine. But yeah. So what else can I basically say about the screen? It looks great, you know, it's really pleasant visually to play on it, you know, the colors are definitely much more beautiful than the 144 Hz panel. And, sorry, the colors are definitely more pleasant and accurate than a TN panel, that's for sure, so it's visually pleasing to look at, you know. The thing is though, I wish there was some sort of TN panel that looked as good as an IPS panel but gave the same competitive edge. I know there are VA panels, but that's still just an in-between technology, you know? So if you want to be competitive, you got to give up some nice colors. That's it.